Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Pete Werner. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Hudson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on second down. Now Carr on the bootleg. They'll get this out to Kamara. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Give them the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's fourth down. On fourth down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Rolling to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Jones. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw. Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. The extra point splits the uprights, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 12, Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now Carr.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Gardner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Escaping the pressure right.
He targets Ingram for another grab.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw again.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy that has some...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones with now 3 week-long touchdowns. And the Giants add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Carr will look to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
taken at about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive,
as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Carr. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started
as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones.
That is caught by Mims.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. On play action, it's Carr.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence able to get him for a loss of about 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake, Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hudson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play.
I know you're right there with me.
And he's going to get into Saints territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught right side by Mims. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll go to Barkley again. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Off the play fake. Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now their defense came through to the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
The Carr's throw complete there to Thomas.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
10 yards. First down, Saints.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 42-yard line.
Second down and 8.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On play action. Now Carr. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it a second down. Again, it's Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now Carr on the bootleg, steps away, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2. Carr to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101. After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home. Philadelphia.